can see my screen.
We're in.
Awesome. Well, hey, everybody. We're so glad that you're here today. Fred is my wonderful co-host, and I'm Brittany. We've got Sarah and Jeremy that are going to be helping us out on the call tonight, and then we have a really special guest coming in tonight that we're super excited about. So Fred's going to get started by telling you a little bit about the company, and then we're going to show you a little bit about what the drops that you're here for. But I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you took the time to see this, and just know that we have all sat in your shoes. We've all seen this, and we all made the decision to come and join these wonderful people. So Fred, I'm going to turn it over to you.
You bet. Well, thanks a million. I'm so excited about being co-hosting with you tonight. Our normal co-host is out traveling the world tonight. And that's okay, man. That's what we do. That's why we do what we do. So Partner.co is the name of our company. And I love this part. We get paid to live our dreams. And we want to talk to you about that a little bit tonight, maybe a whole bunch. But one thing I do know, living your dream is going to be a nightmare if we don't have great health. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Who else is out there? See somebody else whose kitty needs to be muted there. We
Yeah.
someone.
Got that.
Anyway, our company is a global company. We're really excited about it. What does that mean? Simply means that we are in 50 plus nations. And what does that mean to you and me? It means we can do business with our cell phone. Some people like to call this a home-based business. I like to call it a cell phone business because wherever I go, I can take my company with me. We're in all these beautiful countries, and then we actually ship into 60 other nations. Not sure whose picture's popping up there, but Penny. But next. Now, listen, to have a great company, you've got to have great products. To have great products, you have to have great doctors and great scientists. All of our products are guaranteed, tested, proven products developed by a team of experts. We have over 100 products out there. And they go anywhere from balancing hormones to weight loss to improving energy, athletic performance, clean skin. Come on now, that's the largest organ we have here. Yeah. Energy drinks. I was in the 7-Eleven the other day, Brittany. This guy had 3 of these things. He drank one before he paid and popped the top on the other before he got. I said, this brother will die before he gets to the parking lot. He has no clue what he was putting in his body. I'm gonna help him though. Yep. So we have things out from improving sleep to gut health. And here's the part before I turn on my co-host. I want you to really get an understanding. We set in seats that have never been set in business before. We're not in one space like bread on the grocery store. That's a space. Milk is a space. Eggs is a space. We're in 7 different spaces, and all those spaces in the world market is a $1 billion industry. Any one of our products could be a $1 billion product by itself because we set in seats that have never been set in before, and hopefully you'll come and sit with us tonight. But again, doesn't matter how great our leadership is, how many countries in, unless you have great products. And I can't think of anybody better than my friend Brittany Ludford, who's in Tennessee, but staying in Florida tonight. And we look forward to listen. She has an amazing story herself. Take us through the number one product throughout the world right now.
Yeah, Fred, that's the body balancing drops. They're really taking the world by storm. When you have such a great product and it works, everybody wants it and they keep coming back, right? So what I love about these drops, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself when we get there, but they are all natural. They're plant leaf extracts. They were sent through a trial to balance hormones, Fred. But the overwhelming side effect that people had was, guess what? Weight loss. When is the last time you heard something had a good side effect? And weight loss as a side effect, that first bottle, it's got plant leaf extracts. It supports your thyroid. It suppresses your appetite. It helps balance out your hormones. And I needed that so much, let me tell you. That second bottle, that's my favorite bottle. It's got that methylated B12 in it. You put it under your tongue sublingually. It's like you are getting the B12 shot every day. You feel good all the time. It has ashwagandha, which is actually the mood food of the Middle East. You just feel good when you take it. Biotin, my hair is healthier than it's ever been just from these drops. And my mood and skin are better for all of those, plus the rhodiola. So there's just a lot of good stuff in here. And tonight you're going to see people that have taken it for weight loss, but also for all of the other side effects like better skin, better mood, and things like that. If you do want to lose weight, which I did, then we do have an approved food list. But this is nothing new. This is an approved food list that they give to diabetics. It is just good, clean, healthy food. Eat from the ground, eat what God gave you, and take your drops, and you're going to lose weight. What I love is we don't count calories here. I don't go hungry. If I get hungry, I just go to this food list and I eat from this food list. And what's even better is they went as far as to make us some fantastic cookbooks using these ingredients. I just had brownies the other day, and they were better than any brownie that wasn't approved. So they really set us up for success. So I do first want to introduce our special guest. This is Miss Patty. This picture has went around the world, Patty. It has just made its rounds because wow, look at this in just 3 weeks. Now I will tell you, I met Patty about a year ago. I was traveling through Alabama and I stopped and surprised one of my friends at her party, and Miss Patty sat down at the table with us, and she was a light. She just was so excited to be there. And then she started her journey here, I think, right at a year ago. So if you will, Miss Patty, will you unmute and tell us a little bit about your journey here?
There I go. Y'all hear me okay?
We got
Yes.
you.
Good. It has been an incredible, interesting, exciting journey. When I started, it was the product that brought me to the business. I was suffering from a lot of pain, from high cortisol levels, from stress from a previous job. And that's what brought me to Partner Co. And I was attending the meetings not because I wanted to do anything about the business. That was not on my radar. I was attending meetings to understand more about the products, what they offered, because I just was using MOA and it was incredible and it changed my life. And I wanted to know if I can do it naturally. I've always taken that path. And it just seemed like a good fit. So as I was attending meetings and getting to know Kim and getting to know the products and then understanding the business, the residual income, I'm past beyond the age of retirement, but some of us still like to work, right? And it's always a good thing if you can find residual income, right, that could supplement our retirement, our 401k, or whatever we have put aside. So that's what brought me into the business, the opportunities beyond the phenomenal products. First the products, and then the opportunities.
Yes. And we're so glad you're here. Your transformation is just amazing. And we're going to hear from you towards the end again, Patty. Dang, I can get it to change. Okay. So next up is me. It's hard to look at. That is me on the far left. I was 400-ish pounds. Couldn't tie my shoes. Was just miserable. I worked out 4 days a week and ate right, and I still looked like that. Turns out I just had a very severe hormone imbalance. The drops were the first thing of many, many, many things I had tried that actually worked, and I didn't think they were going to work. I was a huge skeptic, but they did. Within 2 days, my body started acting like it should. 2 days. And now I'm 112 pounds gone and right at 15 months. My journey's not been linear, but I love it. I feel better than I've felt. I'm off 8 medications. My doctor took me off 8 medications. And, I feel like I'm living my life again. I'm below 300 pounds. I've got another 100 pounds to go. And I know I can get there for the first time in my adult life because of these drops. And then next, you can see right beside that is my mom. She started just to be able to support me. She has been on every diet with me. And what we didn't know is that she needed this too. So you can see she's actually lost 60 pounds now. But what I love the most about her is that her doctor has taken her off of half of her blood pressure medicine. And she's been on the same dosage for 24 years. Even better than that, she used to go home and crash. She's about to be 65, and she would go home from work and crash. And she comes to my house every day and visits now. So the energy that she has is amazing. To Susan Cameron, wow. And look at these pictures. They speak 1,000 words. And I think that happened very quickly. Karen, look at her face. She's just absolutely glowing. This is Wendy. She's one of my good friends out in Montana. What she loves is that she has no more hot flashes. As us women get older, we really just burn up from the inside. There's no other way to put it. And since I have a hormonal disorder, I've had hot flashes since I was 22 years old, and it has miserable. But that's one thing we all notice about the drops pretty quickly is that it takes our hot flashes away. This is Ursula. Wow, look at these pictures. She's a mother of 6. She lives at the ball field, and she ate at the ball field. You can see she lost very quickly. This is in a span of 2 months. But what I love the most about Ursula is she's learning to eat healthier, and now her kids are asking for healthier food too, because the food is good. Once you start making that transition and these drops help you do that, then you start craving that better food, and then your family starts craving that better food. This is 12 days apart. Just look at the inflammation gone out of Tanya's face. Amazing. Jerry and Allison are really good friends of mine. Allison actually had tried the shots and she was losing her hair from them and that kind of thing, and got on the drops instead and has actually lost more weight on the drops than the shots. And she's not losing her vision. Her hair is thick again. But you can just see Allison has kept her weight off over a year now. Her husband, Jerry, I tell him he looks like he's 12. He's so young looking taking these drops. That skin just clears right up and looks so tight. Oops. David, yes, this is a big transformation. I love to see couples that do the transformation together. Just amazing. Wow, look at that. Michael, down 30 pounds very quickly. Men do lose very quickly. Men can lose up to a pound a day, women a half a pound. Randy, we've actually watched him up here in Tennessee. We have watched him shrink. He's actually 167 pounds down now. His kids both fit inside of his pants.
Wow.
Dr. Crystal, what an amazing story. She weighs less than the amount of weight she's lost. Is that not amazing? She actually runs one of our Facebook groups, Circle of Health, that has tons of good recipes, workout tips, things like that on there. So make sure you get with the person that invited you and get put in that group so that you can also have a huge accountability partner and have those recipes. Kim, now Patty, this is where I met you. I had stopped to see my friend Kim and surprised her at one of her parties one night in northern Alabama, I think it was. And I met Miss Patty there. And so what's special about Kim is she's the reason I started. She has a form of muscular dystrophy, and she couldn't exercise. With that kind of disability, you can't exercise. So she had tried everything, and she was 2 years away from a wheelchair, and her transformation has been amazing. This one in the pink dresses in the spring, and she's kept it off. Over 5 years, she's kept it off. She feels better than ever. AJ, we've actually watched him 100 pounds down in 6 months. Ernest, he's in northern Alabama with Patty. 74-year-old Army Ranger. Just look at the transformation there. Rashawn as well. He's a pastor in southern Mississippi. All right, Fred, I'm going to turn it over to you for this part, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely. Wow. I love transformation inside and out, and that's what we're getting here. And, again, it goes back to having great technology, it's having great doctors, great formulation, and great scientists behind us. But something took place, and I don't want to give COVID too much credit, but this really was a COVID thing because people got locked down, locked in, locked out. And all of a sudden, we took our product, and a system was developed where what I call it the perfect storm. Well, 4 major markets merged together, the wellness industry. If COVID didn't teach us anything, it taught us our health is the most fragile thing we have. Technology, listen, I was on the phone with somebody in Singapore just the other day, and they joined our company. It's a home-based or a phone-based business because of technology. Mobile transactions are done. Listen, I can remember my son was in college. I'm a lot older than everybody on this phone. However, I used to have to wire him money through the bank, and now it's touch and go. In fact, the other day I had to send him $90 for a storage fee. Boom, he had the money. And that's how fast money is trading hands today, and the speed of Blink or Send It Cash App or Venmo or however you want to do it. We'll talk about that a bit more. The cost to get in our company, to get started, is $29.95. Let's call it $30 for easy speech tonight, $30. Listen, I used to be a master bricklayer. I couldn't even buy a shovel and a hoe for $30. I couldn't even buy a wheelbarrow for $30. Now I'm talking about in the 70s. So when you think about investors, please don't be confused with the low investment as that it's not a big opportunity. We just got big givers in our company, big owners who love helping. Rep the website, back office, so you can run your international business. partner show share app award-winning applications and tools. And one of the things I love, we'll talk about a little bit of a thing called boards. Oh my gosh. And we do all the training. Our home office does all the heavy lifting. So how do you get started? First of all, $30. And that locks you in right there. A lot of people want to get started with what we call a 4-pack. You pay basically $371 tax and ship, but you share 3. I don't like the word sell because I'm not very good at this. Listen, all I know is I share the results and people go, hey, I want some of that. That's so right. We share our stories. We share other people's stories. And if you help 3 people, when you share and they want a box, guess what happens? Yours is free. Not only is it free, you're in profit mode. And some people say, wait a minute. I can do better than that. Wonderful. Let's get started with the 10-pack. 10-pack is $879. I know that sounds like a lot of money because it is. However, it'll take you but six boxes of the 10. You're in profit mode and doing really well. Use 1 and sell the 9. Now, here's my favorite pack, and everybody has to make their own decision. It's called a 30-pack. Yes, it's $27 if we round it up, but I want you to think about it. Your profit, let's say that again. I love profits are better than wages. You're going to be at $2,000+ in profit. Will you sell them in 30 days? We got people sell 30 boxes inside of a week. When I say sell, they share. And it puts you at the top level of our company where you're getting 30% discount and commission. It's just magic that you can do so little and get paid so much here. Now, this is the best part because most people, well, what would I say to my friends? What did I do? We give you an award-winning app that we have developed. It's been developed by, and here's the great thing. When somebody asks you, how much is the cost? You can look in your app and go, oh, there's the answer. Can I take my prescriptions? Absolutely. Just copy, paste, and send. We do that all day long on Facebook. Now you get to do it and get paid for doing it.
Yeah, Fred, and we even give you the post for the first month. You don't even have to think about what to do to share, to sell them and make the profit, right?
You don't have to have your own pictures. We got them. So
That's
we turn your drops into profits. Let me say that again. We turn your drops into profits. Now, listen, you see anybody there looking sad right now? I don't think so. I don't think there are no sad faces here. Our compensation plan has been voted #1, not by me, not by Brittany, but by the industry itself, kind of like your old top union people. So it's #1. It's also got 2 patents on it, which I really love. We get paid 9 different ways. Now, listen, when I was a player, I prayed to get paid one way. And if I got paid one way, I was shocked. And when I went to the bank, I was hoping the check wouldn't bounce. But we get paid 9 different ways. And I'm not going to go through all of them. We got retail profits, new volume, commissions. And we have a savings bonus program that's mind-boggling. Brittany, I know you're enjoying the 9 different ways. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. You get paid 9 different ways. When we used to go to work and get paid what? One.
When I was teaching school, it was one way.
One way. And here's the great part. Once you accumulate or earn $250 in your base commission per week, the company, not us, takes 15% out of their profits and put it in your savings account. And when that grows up to $10,000, they mail you that, actually electronically deposit that money in your account. You get a big fat check, so you can show off with your friends a little bit. Why not? Rub it in just a little bit, all the naysayers. Have a little fun with it. But that's free money. $10,000. And trips, oh my gosh. Tahiti. Now listen, everybody dreams about it. Our company doesn't dream about it. They do something about it. They send you all over the world, those who qualify. So get ready. That trip will be coming up again next year, I believe. And we're going to be announcing our U.S., where we're going in the U.S. here in the near future. A lot of folks just got back from Bahamas. Listen, all you got to do basically is get yourself to the airport. They got everything else. And you're going to get to hang out with people who are doing just living life. They've got their time freedom back and they got their financial freedom back. And that's what we all really want at the bottom of the day, at the end of the day. So, Patty, back to you, girl. You still with us?
I'm here.
Patty, I know that your background, we didn't talk about that a whole lot. So you folks know that, she's an intelligent lady. She's a very smart lady. She was the dean. I'm going, but I can barely spell Dean, but she was and she left that industry and came here. And I know it wasn't easy, but what was it that you just said, I mean, what was the transformation? Because I know your friends had to think you were half crazy.
Even some of my family members, but
Yes.
yes. Well, for me, it wasn't on my radar. This network marketing was not on my radar at all. But my age group, we're already in the retirement age group. I'm 74. And I love working. I love teaching. I love academia because I feel like education is key to so many opportunities. So I had a belief system there. I still enjoy teaching. I still, even though I'm mostly full time with the business, I do teach as an adjunct for a university now. But yes, a lot of people thought I'd lost my mind. Some of my family members, in fact. And one of my sons said, Mom, you are going to keep teaching, aren't you? I said, yes, I will. So being an adjunct instructor is perfect. It's a perfect fit for what I'm doing. But yeah, people thought I had gone loony.
So I know you love helping other people. You've exploded across America. And what do you think the 2 or 3 major keys is to your success here? Because you're just crushing it. I mean, everybody knows that's just because you're before and after. They know that you're making a movement after a year. I mean, it's not like you've been 25 years in the industry. You've been here about a year. So what do you think the 1 or 2 major keys have been to your success? And what are you enjoying the most so far?
Well, truly, it was a blessing. It's all favor of God. I've got the most wonderful team members. It's not me. I have got team members that I would love to be friends with them, even outside the business, know them and meet them. And I've had the opportunity to become friends of theirs. I love what Kim Bailey says, be persistent, be consistent. After you do it a year and you're always persistent and consistent, you believe in the product, you believe in the integrity of the company, you believe in your upline, we have all the resources we need. So you don't need to trip. You don't need to just blow smoke. You don't need to smoke. We've got the tools out there to be successful. It's a commitment. And I'm just very, very grateful for the team I have that I've been blessed with. And my upline, oh my goodness. I have Kim Gray and I have the Rowlands and Miss Gracie. I have got royalty in my upline. Very blessed.
So that's your leadership for those who are new to this industry. That's what we would say our leadership. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So let me ask you one final question here because we're up to a hard clock here. I mentioned it earlier when your family and friends and you smiled and you laughed and they said, but I know at times it had to be a bit hurtful, especially coming from an educated background. I got to hear her story today, the technology she was involved in, cyber hacking. I mean, deep stuff.
Wow. And
I mean, it's nothing for a lay person. And everybody knew what her trade was, what her living was. Man, how did you overcome the fiery darts? I know they were saying it out of love, but it still affects the heart. How did you overcome that?
I really didn't have a lot of pushback with the family. They'll just roll their eyes like, are you sure about this?
Okay.
Sure. I had confidence. I prayed about it. I really, I took time to make that decision, Fred. And I felt that there was hope for so many people in this package that we offer in the products. In so much in relationships, there are people out there who are hurting financially, emotionally, physically, and we offer so much with this company. It's different. When I say this company is different, I sincerely know it's different. And you can see heads nodding throughout the audience. It's different. It's an experience that you really, they're more than your friends. They become your family.
Absolutely.
That's right.
They become
That's right. Well, let me, first of all, I want to thank you because I know you're running a tremendous organization. You're leading it. And I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank Brittany. She's the hostess with the mostest, because I can't do this. But listen, I'm Mr. No Technology. I really. But I want to make this point real quick, like if I could. Here's Patty with an extraordinary education, dean, this and that. And here I am, grew up in 7th grade, come home, parents gone, street kid, never finished school. This industry doesn't care whether you have a GED, no ED, or a dean's a D. Yeah, it doesn't care. Wherever you are, we fit in somewhere to this country. It doesn't care if you come from a poor background or a wealthy background. All they care is, do you want to change your life and other people's lives? Do you want to help other people with their health issues? And do you want to help other people with their wealth issues? Because let's be real, most jobs are not keeping up with the cost today. What would a side gig? What if an extra $250, $500 a week mean to you? So get with the person who invited you tonight. They loved you enough to invite you. They cared enough about to invite you. And let them know, say, hey, one, I just need a little more information. Two, I'm just trying to decide where I'm at with which kit, which package you get in. Three, say, get out of my way. I'm ready to get jacked up, toe up from the flow up and run with this thing. So any last thoughts from my co-host tonight, Brittany?
I'm just glad that everybody came in, and want to say thank you to Fred and Patty both, and Sarah and Jeremy for handling the background, because I'm not really the IT person either. Really, we come here, we love the products, but we stay for the people, the community. Fred's my brother now, so come on, guys, join us. Get back with the person, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
You. It was great.